Hey Taurus, come on in. So for a spell, we're going to drop into your energy and see what's brewing for you with this Sagittarian blue moon that's coming on the scene in the small hours of Sunday morning, and see how it's going to be playing out for you. We're entering a dynamic window of transformation that's linked to two new moons, both that share the energy signature of temperance, so a lot's coming down to divine timing, as well as those blessings of Jupiter. We got on June 14th the new moon in Gemini that will be the culmination of the lunar cycle you kicked off with your new moon. So something will really be illuminated for you at that time in regard to what needs to happen to balance something out in your life. And then there's blessings on the other side of that get delivered with the new moon in Cancer that comes in on the 14th, because we got Sagittarian's ruler Jupiter hanging out there in the house of Cancer. So that's when we really get to that rebirth of Venusian energy. And of course, you have Venus as your ruler. You share that ruler with Libra. So there's a little sweet spot coming in there. So let's check it out, see what's coming into view for you with this energy that's building and coming to a crescendo with this blue moon. Once in a blue moon, something quite rare can get set in motion. Let's see what's getting set in motion for you, Taurus, all right? Working with shadow light aspects here with my combined deck. Bottom of the deck, something's made you feel like your security's been rocked a little bit. You feel like you need to get something more stabilized here. This could be something going on home base, something going on with your finances. Something that just really makes you feel like you need to get something better stabilized here. So let's see what this is, because it looks like that's where your focus is right now. You might have your mind on your money on your mind, Taurus. Okay, let's see what is coming through for Taurus. Trying to get something stabilized. Also, there's some sense of kind of protecting yourself emotionally too. Maybe protecting something that's close to your heart. So let's get some details about this, Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know about what's coming into view with this full moon? Looks like you got somebody coming towards you, Taurus. Looks like some kind of emotional offer here. Love offer coming in with the Knight of Cups. This could be somebody who's had their eye on you for quite a while. Somebody who's been super sleuthing a little bit. This is somebody who may have been checking out your social media, you know, asking your friends, what have you been up to? Who you hanging out with? It's like they're going about this in a more hidden way, okay? So you may suspect this. You may wonder if somebody's been keeping an eye on you, trying to suss out what you're up to, who you're hanging out with. I would say so, okay? This is somebody who may have been also, in your opinion, kind of crossing some lines, like a little too close for comfort, okay? Keeping too much of an eye on you. There's somebody sneaking around a little bit here, doing a little intel on you. Cloaked energy. Yeah, very competitive energy here. Could be somebody who is connected to this Knight of Cups that's coming towards you. I just got that, okay? Or they might know that somebody's coming towards you and they want to cut off this challenger at the path, you know? They may try to beat somebody to the punch here. I could see that energy too. Yeah, I mean, somebody wants to secure an opportunity with you, and I think they feel like their position in your life could be challenged. Okay, let me get some more details about this. What is this coming in for Taurus? Ooh, we got something brewing here. A lot of transformation on deck. I do feel like whoever's keeping an eye on you, something ended between you and this individual. Pretty rough ending too. You may have felt like this person betrayed you, so it might kind of irk you that this person's keeping an eye on you and what you're up to, especially when you know, something went down so dirty, but there's some kind of transformation underway here. Oh, okay. Interesting energy. So we got the Emperor in reverse. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Situation that's being transformed. This could have been like a connection that you had that was more behind the scenes. It feels like secret lovers kind of energy here. I see there's like a lot of passion in this connection, but it also looks like it's something that was kept kind of undercover. Okay, we got Aries energy here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Okay, so this could be somebody that is connected to either an Aries or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that's keeping their eyes on a situation here. They suspect that something's been happening behind the scene. It may have created some kind of ending for them. And they're wanting to know what's going on here. They're trying to suss something out. It could be one of these characters is trying to suss something out. Okay? It looks like this is something that was going on more on a clandestine level. Something hidden behind the scenes. It's got secret lovers vibes, okay? And it looks like there's either an Emperor or a Queen of Cups here that is keeping an eye on the situation, Taurus, keeping an eye on you. Because they might be suspecting that either this Emperor or this Queen of Cups is now coming towards you. Okay, this energy is coming out in reverse. Is this deck in reverse? No. It's just the way it came out. Yeah, I think that something didn't work out where there was some kind of like secret lover connection. I feel like this was a really imbalanced situation. You never could get this thing to kind of root. You may have become fiercely independent as a result because you felt like there wasn't any growth in this situation. Also, it was just really wishy-washy, you know? Somebody couldn't make up their mind. Maybe this is somebody who was juggling a couple of people. You know, I do feel like to you, it felt like a connection that felt like destiny. You just could never get it to work out. And yet at the same time, I feel like there's difficulty in letting the connection go. This could be because there's a child involved in this situation. Maybe you share a child with this person. Or perhaps this person is not able to leave the other lover because they share a child with this person. Okay. There's a lot of hidden elements in this situation. It looks like it's been imbalanced. And then we got the King of Cups here in the shadow. All right. So maybe somebody's about to come out of hiding. I feel like they've been hanging out in the shadows, you know. They haven't been making their feelings known, and it looks like now they're preparing to actually approach with an offer, and they may be doing that in a more visible way where at one point something was behind the scenes, but I feel it's because maybe they've been keeping an eye on the situation. They feel like there could be others that are challenging their position here, and they know that if they don't buck up and make a serious offer, they could miss out on an opportunity with you. Okay, this is how it's coming through. Yeah, it's interesting. Wow, the mirrored energy here, though. Yeah, I mean, I think this is what it is because we see coming up in the shadow, we have this Knight of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups that's now transformed. Coming forward, wants to win. It feels like there's a little bit of a competitive vibe here. somebody wants to win here. It's like they want to almost conquest the Empress. That's your energy, you know? But at the same time, there's something here that's really shadowy in this situation. Something that's been hidden. It's been kept behind the scenes, but it might be exposed. Might be exposed. Some connection that's been happening behind the scenes. It may have been going on for quite some time too. With that Six of Cups, right? Interesting. More details about this. So somebody may be coming out of hiding with their intentions because they feel like if they don't, they could lose out. I think they're sensing that there's somebody else in the mix, or maybe somebody else has caught your attention, Taurus. All right, we got like a Sagittarian energy coming in here. The Page of Wands, issuing some communication, but there's also like more than one person working with you here or interested in you here. This looks like a third party dynamic. Taurus, your energy, I mean, you could be the one that's in a committed relationship. You're in a committed relationship, or you're dealing with somebody who's in a committed relationship. But I see that there's like desire for fulfillment with this particular lover. It's coming in real strong with the King of Wands energy. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming out there, okay? And look at the way it's coming out, you see? It's like the King of Wands is looking at you in this connection. And it looks like they want to challenge it. It's coming in with the approach of a Page of Wands, issuing some kind of offer, some kind of communication. They might even be doing it in sort of a bold way that exposes that they've had some kind of connection with you here. Okay, so if you've had a little kind of dalliance on the side and you've been in a committed relationship, somebody might be coming forward and making an offer in such a way that it kind of announces that they got their hat in the ring too. And it might be communication you actually don't desire. With the Eight of Wands here in the shadow, it's like this is not supposed to come up and out like this. Okay, this is interesting energy. Give me more details about this. What is this for Taurus coming in here? Okay. Taurus, with this Sagittarian energy too, this could be a connection at a distance. This could be somebody that you connected with on a trip, okay? Sagittarian house deals with trips, you know, travel, journeys, things at a distance, all right? You may feel like this is a little bit of an immature action this person is taking too by kind of putting this out there. It feels like it's exposing something that you would rather have more concealed. Yeah. I think it puts you in a little bit of a tricky spot because we have the Hangman energy coming out here when this is illuminated. And we have the Ace of Cups. So this is this offer that's being made by this person. We got Piscean energy here. And what's crossing is the Star, Aquarian energy. So this could be something that's going on online. Like somebody is making it clear that they're interested in you too, you know, and it's coming out online. And that's putting you in a tight spot, I feel, with this illumination coming in. It's making it evident that there might be more than one person in the picture here. That's what I see. Looks like some exposure. So any of these characters could be connected to this. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius. Your energy is here very strongly. Okay, there's something exposing about this. Any more details? Oof, and this brings out like a Queen of Swords in the shadow. So there's some kind of intense energy coming through here too. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the mix might have some harsh words to communicate around this. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician coming in the shadow as well. Gemini energy. There could be a Gemini that's really bitter about this, all right? There could be a Gemini that has some harsh words about this. It might like reopen an old wound for a Gemini, okay? Or this communication is really aggravating for this Queen of Swords, like what's being exposed here. This person may have some harsh words for you. There may be some harsh communication coming through. Could be strong Gemini connection or Aquarius with that. It's a Tower. There's absolutely some kind of exposure coming through here. Big time. Something that was hidden is coming to light. It's an awakening moment, but it feels like it's something that needs to happen for a necessary transformation in a situation. Yeah. There's illumination about some kind of secret love alliance here. And I think ultimately this brings you to a point of having to make a decision. Could be a decision's being made for you too. I could see that as well, right? It does look like somebody wants to be the victor in this situation. So it's like this has been some kind of competitive situation, multiple parties involved, right? Somebody wants to win. Somebody wants what they want. And they feel like the only way they can get what they want is if they expose that they've had something going on with you, Taurus, behind the scenes. They've been kind of keeping an eye on things, waiting for the right moment to act. It could be because they've been keeping an eye on things, maybe on social media, that they see that you've been connecting with somebody else. And they're tired of being on the side. They want to be the main event. That's what it looks like to me, okay? So this looks like a little bit of a explosive situation. There could be some disruption on the home front in relation to this. There could be some kind of argument, you know, that happens as a result. All right. Somebody could cut off their lover cold when they hear about this as well. Yeah, I see that there is some kind of exposure here of connection that's been happening behind the scenes. This is betrayal, man. I mean, Capricorn energy coming in here. All right. This is definitely somebody that was out for personal gratification. This is secret lovers here, binded by their secrecy. What was going on behind the scenes in the dark. Even as somebody had a whole family going on or was in a committed relationship with the Ten of Cups here, we see betrayal here with the Five of Swords. This is exposure. This is exposure of something that I feel like the desire is that it would have been kept hidden. But the secrets are coming up and out with the High Priestess here, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's exposure here about some kind of secret lover. It's not hidden anymore. It's not hidden anymore. And I do feel it puts somebody in a tight spot, puts them in the hangman position, may create disruptions on the home front. Looks like somebody here was already in a committed relationship, and that's coming to light. And it could be going on online. It's messy. It's messy. But this is exposure in a situation. And all I know is you're in the thick of this somewhere, okay? You're in the thick of this somewhere. So let's see any more details about this for Taurus that Taurus needs to know about. I just think somebody's making it evident. It's like something they're posting to your wall or something they're communicating to you in a way where it's seen by many people, where it outs what's been kept behind the scenes. And I feel like you don't welcome the communication. You don't welcome the communication. Could be a Leo, okay? With the sun in the shadow, it's like this is exposure you do not desire, because it disrupts some kind of household, disrupts some kind of committed relationship. It throws things out of balance, okay? Oof. And the exposure brings a lot of worry, anxiety, fear, you know? It's something that's not desired. But it looks like somebody feels like exposing it is them playing the winning hand here. This person also could have felt like a little played by you. So I don't know if this is you exposing this or if this is the person you were involved with exposing this. But whoever is doing the exposing here, they're doing it because they feel like maybe their time was wasted. Maybe they felt like this person manipulated them, kept them hanging out here too long. They're sick of it. They just want to blow the lid off the whole thing. But I do feel like it's going to open up some kind of argument. There could be a Gemini here that has some really harsh words to communicate around this. Oof. Oh my goodness. What's behind this Nine of Swords? Five of Pentacles. Yeah. It could create a transformation in a situation that at one point was very stable when this truth is revealed. You know? This could cause two people to lose some stability when this gets exposed. That's what I see. Any other clarification around this for Taurus? Somebody may need a place to crash when this gets exposed. Like, yeah, we've got Page of Cups in reverse, Piscean energy there. Thrown in reverse, thrown in the hangman position. So yeah, this was something that was hidden. This could even be like a friendly connection as well, because sometimes when we're looking at the house of Pisces, the 12th house, it's the house of hidden enemies, blind spots, something that was hidden is being revealed, and it could put somebody in the hangman position, puts them in a lurch, rocks a secure situation for them, may rock a committed relationship, you know. This is a complicating situation, and now there's questioning, you know, should I have ever invested in this? With the Seven of Pentacles coming up in the shadow. Oh boy, 22:44 on the clock. Okay, so yeah, strong like High Priestess energy to Emperor energy here. Something that's been going on for a while. I mean, it has its roots in the past. Scorpio energy coming in with that. Leo energy. Piscean energy. Okay, cut of the deck. All I know is this is something coming in swiftly. It's communication that would be better left hidden. I don't know who feels that way about this, but somebody wishes once this goes down, that somebody wouldn't have taken such a reckless action to expose this in this way, all right? But it does highlight what's been going on behind the scenes, and there is a key connection here that hangs in the balance. But I feel like the reason why this person is doing this is they're tired of being the side. They don't want to be the side, they want to be the main event. And so they feel if they expose it, maybe they can have what they want. They're willing to do whatever they have to do to be the one who, it looks like, you know, kind of has this mentality of get the prize. You know, somebody's highly competitive here, but I think that it brings a lot of instability. It definitely transforms somebody's world for sure. I mean, it opens the road. They have a brand new worldview once this comes through, but they're not wanting to walk away from something they have to walk away from here after this gets exposed. So you're somewhere in the mix of this. I know you're a key player in this. Somebody's been keeping an eye on you. Some kind of communication coming through. So let's see how this shakes out. Let me get a focus for you. Yeah, there's a tower here. For sure. Something's being exposed. Something's transforming a stable situation. It's exposing a hidden connection here. It's what's coming through. We got a little Venusian energy there, something that was hidden by Pluto, something that's been happening behind the scenes. There could be a Libra connected to this situation. Beloved energy, okay? Something is being exposed. I feel like the exposure, though, ironically, brings about justice in a situation too. 22 energy, that's a number of synchronicity, master builder number. So where there's falling out in one connection, it could bring another connection together as a result of what's exposed here. Ironically, it's kind of strange, you know, the way it's coming through. It's like there's difficulty here. There's a tower here. It's a powerful tower too that reveals something that was hidden. But it also brings about justice in a connection here, sets something right. So love can pour into, looks like some kind of connection that is meant to come to fruition here. Okay, so there's some exposure here that unites two. Got Libra energy coming in there. All right, let's see what this is. What is coming in here? What is the focus for Taurus? What is the focus for Taurus in this lunar cycle? What does Taurus need to be aware of in this lunar cycle? Something's coming to a head. Whatever this is, it really changes a lot of fortunes. There's like connections here that are being affected by this. It's bringing about a transformation in a situation. Bottom of the deck energy. I mean, we got Rue coming in here. Big Leo energy coming in. Plutonian energy coming in with the sun. Judgment. Something's being exposed here. There could be a Leo connected to this who's exposing something, or this is something that went down in the past that's coming up and out, and it brings about some kind of exposure and judgment in a situation. With Rue here, you might want to have, you know, some protection put in place. I don't know. Maybe clean up your social contacts. Maybe you should not have your profile be public or something. If you still have connection to somebody that you have concerns about this with, you might want to switch that up a little bit. Whatever this is, I mean, it is a path that's been a teacher for you. There's a lesson that's coming through this. It's also something that is opening up a new path for you, whatever goes down here. And I believe that path is a path of learning. There could be a Pisces connected to this, okay? With the wolf medicine here, the wolf is Pisces on the medicine wheel. So there is something coming in here, communication, coming in real strong with Gemini energy. It does force a choice. Like there's no more opportunity to sort of keep something in an ambiguous place. You have to make a choice. A decision needs to be made, but I do feel like a path of transformation opens up here, whatever side of this you're on. And it's absolutely something that does have to be weighed out here. It's been weighed out for a long time at the crossroads, and it's coming in again with the energy of Mars and Pluto. So real strong Scorpio energy coming through with this. Scorpio is your descendant sign, right? You might want to send up a little smoke, make some offerings here, because I feel like something's about to shift your path in a major way. And it's moving a situation that's been stuck in gridlock at the crossroads for a long time out of a place of indecision into action here, right? Balancing something out. It was 29:13 on the clock. So yeah, justice is coming through here. There's some balance that comes through the ending of what's been kept hidden. It's like this exposure needs to happen. But yeah, you might want to send up a little smoke. You might want to make some offerings for the road ahead. You might want to also take some precautionary measures, you know, if you don't want this to become too dramatic. You might want to take some preemptive steps, maybe clean up your social contacts, maybe make your social medias private if you have them public currently, you know. just to avoid as much unnecessary drama as possible, I would say. Okay, cut of the deck here, see what we got. I mean, got Dandelion here, the Wounded Healer, got Sagittarian energy coming in. Also, currently we have Aries and Chiron, you know. So something does make a wish possible here. I feel that. It's just, it's difficult the way it comes through, you know. I think there's been a lot of pain in this experience. It's got real strong Leo energy connected to it. And this is something that, you know, it is a vehicle forward. This exposure is a vehicle forward, but it is going to call on your resilience to navigate this, because I think there's a lot of wounding in this situation and it's been in place for quite a while. So hold your horses, have some patience while this all gets ironed out. Okay, Saturnian energy here coming in with the energy of Venus, okay? So your energy here very strongly, as well as Libra. We also have Capricorn hanging out here, okay? There's a lot of healing work that needs to be done in this situation. There needs to be some sensitivity. There also needs some purification in this situation as well, some spiritual cleansing, because it looks like something has been really heavy, and I think it will get a little bit more complicated or messy before something clears out here. But there's a lot to be learned through this experience for sure. It does open up a new path. You will have a new view about how you're moving forward here, but there's also a source of regret here too. Maybe that something would have been handled in a different way, but whatever was hidden is coming up and out, and it's doing so for the sake of healing. It's time for the truth to be revealed so people can finally heal. Godspeed.